Let's get straight to it. Worry is usually a lie your brain keeps rehearsing until it starts to sound like the truth. You don't worry just because you enjoy being stressed. You worry because there's a voice in your head whispering, something's about to go wrong. And somehow, you trust it without ever questioning where that voice came from. The truth is, you're not just reacting to life, you're reacting to the story you've told yourself about life. That story usually sounds like, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough, or I won't be able to handle it. These aren't facts, they're assumptions your mind has latched onto, and as long as you don't challenge them, they run the show. Here's what I want you to do. The next time you feel worry building up, stop and write it down. Don't keep it swirling in your head. Put it on paper. Make the invisible visible. Because when you look at the worry in plain sight, you take away its power. You separate yourself from the thought and see it for what it is. Just a sentence, just a theory. Once you've written it down, read it back like someone else said it. Would you agree with that thought if your best friend came to you in tears saying the same thing? Probably not. You'd reassure them. You'd give them perspective. And yet, you let those exact same thoughts bully you. Most worry is just fear of the unknown wearing a disguise. But here's the thing. The unknown doesn't mean danger. It just means you don't have the full picture yet. That's all. You can't control every outcome, but you can choose your response. And sometimes, that's more than enough. Even if the worst-case scenario happened, could you survive it? Be honest. It might be painful. It might suck. But you've been through hard things before. You've gotten back up before. You've already survived every awful day life has thrown at you. That's not luck. That's proof. Worry can't stand up to awareness. The second you notice it and say, hey, I see you, it starts to lose its grip. Because now you're not inside the storm. You're watching it, observing it. And from that place, you have power again. You don't need to meditate for 30 days or go on a silent retreat to stop worrying. You need to start questioning the voice in your head. Catch the thought. Expose the lie. Replace it with truth. Not fluffy affirmations, real, grounded truth. Like this. I don't know exactly how things will turn out, but I know I'll show up. I know I'll figure it out. And I've got more strength than my fear wants me to believe. That's how you begin to take your mind back. One thought at a time. One honest conversation with yourself at a time. And the moment you stop automatically believing every fearful story you tell yourself, that's the moment worry starts to lose its throne. Let's do a quick exercise together. It's called the catch and challenge method. You don't need anything fancy, just a piece of paper or the Notes app on your phone. What matters is that you do it right when worry strikes. First, catch the thought. The moment you feel that tension in your chest, that spiral in your head, pause and ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of right now? Get specific. Don't just say, I'm stressed. Write down the actual fear. Maybe it's, I'm afraid I'll mess up this presentation. Or, I'm scared they're judging me. Or, I don't think I'll ever get out of this situation. Now comes the second step. Challenge the thought. Ask yourself, is this actually true? Or is it just fear talking? What's the evidence for it? What's the evidence against it? And if your best friend came to you with this same fear, what would you tell them? This isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's about pulling the worry out of your head and looking at it with fresh eyes. Then, replace the thought. Based on what you now know, write down a new sentence that's more grounded and empowering. For example, instead of, I'm going to mess this up, you might write, even if it's not perfect, I'm prepared and I can handle it. That small shift in wording, from fear to self-trust, is where the change begins. This simple 3-step process, catch, challenge, and replace, helps you break the automatic cycle of worry. It gives your mind something solid to stand on when everything feels shaky. Do this once a day, or every time you feel yourself slipping. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Worry loves to stay vague and hidden, but when you shine a light on it and speak truth back to it, it shrinks. That's how you start reclaiming control, not by trying to force yourself to think positive, but by calmly and consistently choosing clarity over fear. Here's one of the biggest reasons you worry. Deep down, You believe if you think hard enough, plan far enough, or stress long enough, you can control the outcome. But that's a trap, and it's costing you your peace. Let's be real. Most of the stuff we worry about lives outside our control. You can't control what someone else thinks. You can't control what might happen tomorrow. You can't even fully control how you'll feel when the moment arrives. But you keep trying. You overthink, replay conversations, plan 5 backup plans, and you call it being responsible. But it's not responsibility. It's anxiety wearing a suit. The truth is, control is a myth. And once you stop chasing it, you'll feel a freedom you forgot was possible. Here's what you can control: your actions, your focus, your attitude. That's it. Everything else? That's life's business. And the more you try to grip what isn't yours to hold, the more it slips through your fingers, like sand. Think about it. How much energy have you spent trying to control other people's opinions, or outcomes that haven't even happened yet? How many nights have you lost sleep playing out future scenarios, only for none of them to happen? Worry loves to fool you into thinking it's preparing you for something. But 99% of the time, it's just a loop, a hamster wheel. You go nowhere, you just get tired. Peace comes from letting go of what's not yours to carry. It's not giving up. It's getting wise. It's saying, I'm going to do my best. And whatever happens after that, I'll deal with it when it comes. Because here's the truth. The people who look calm in chaos aren't lucky. They've just stopped wasting energy on things they can't control. They don't fight the river. They learn to float. Now let's make that real in your life with a short, simple practice that brings this home. Grab a blank sheet of paper. Draw a big circle in the middle. Inside that circle, write down everything you can control. Your attitude, your breathing, your next action, your words, your reactions. Now, outside that circle, write all the things you've been worrying about, the ones you can't control. Other people's opinions, the future, the outcome, delays, judgments, setbacks. Now just sit with it. Look at it. Let your nervous system absorb this truth. Only the stuff inside that circle deserves your energy. The next time worry creeps in, ask yourself, is this inside my circle? If it is, take action. If it's not, let it go. Redirect your energy. This isn't about being passive. It's about being powerful where it actually counts. Every time you choose to focus on what's in your control, you get stronger, clearer, lighter. That's how you stop wasting energy. That's how you stop feeding fear. That's how you start living free. Let's be honest. Worry isn't just a thought. It's energy. It keeps your brain spinning, your heart racing, your body on edge. And here's the trick. That energy isn't useless. It's just misdirected. Worry is your brain trying to solve a problem, but getting stuck on the same question over and over. It's like revving the engine in neutral. All that power, going nowhere. But what if you took that same mental energy and aimed it? What if, instead of rehearsing what could go wrong, you started building what could go right? Worry always says, what if it all falls apart? Action replies, then I'll build it again, better. Here's the truth. Most of what you're worrying about doesn't need a perfect answer. It just needs a first step. The scariest situations get smaller the moment you start doing something about them, even if it's tiny. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need movement. Forward motion, any kind, is how you break worry's grip. Let's say you're worried about money. Instead of looping on it, open your bank app. Look at the numbers. Make a budget. Sell something. Learn a new skill. Move an inch, and your brain feels it. It goes, oh, okay, we're not helpless. Or maybe you're worried about someone judging you. Stop guessing what they're thinking, and either have the conversation or let it go. Either way, you've shifted from worry mode to leadership mode, and that's power. Now let's turn that idea into something real. Let's do a quick exercise on this. An exercise that will teach you to shift from overthinking to action in under 5 minutes. Grab a pen, or just open your notes app. Think of one thing you're currently worried about. Got it? Now, ask yourself this simple question. What's one small action I can take right now to move this forward? Not fix it, not solve the whole thing, just move it. Nudge it, crack it open a little. If it's a problem at work, maybe the action is sending one email. If it's a health worry, maybe it's drinking water or scheduling the checkup. If it's anxiety about your future, maybe it's making a plan or choosing one new habit to start today. Now write that action down and do it. Doesn't matter how small. What matters is that you did something. That's where the shift happens. Action is how you tell your brain, we're not stuck, we're in motion. And a brain in motion doesn't spiral, it focuses. This exercise is your way out, every single time. Whenever worry shows up, ask, what's one move I can make right now? Then do it, no matter how small. Repeat this daily, and you'll feel something wild start to happen. Your brain will start trusting you again, because you're not just reacting anymore, you're leading. Here's something most people never think to do. Put their worry on a schedule. Sounds strange, right? But hear me out. Worry becomes overwhelming not because it's powerful, but because it's constant. It shows up while you're brushing your teeth, while you're working, trying to relax, even while you're trying to sleep. It's always there, tapping you on the shoulder, whispering, what if? The problem isn't just that you worry, it's that you never contain it. You've given it unlimited access to your day. And anything that gets unlimited access to your mind will start to take over. But here's a counterintuitive solution. Instead of trying to banish worry completely, give it a time slot. Create a ritual, a container, a limit. It's called the worry window. And here's how it works. Once a day, at the same time, you sit down for 10 minutes max and allow yourself to worry on purpose. You grab a notebook or open your notes app and just let it out. Write down every thought, every fear, every scenario, no filter, no judgment. You're not trying to solve anything during this time. You're just acknowledging it. You're giving your brain what it craves, a safe, structured space to express the tension. And then, here's the magic part. You stop. When the 10 minutes are up, you close the notebook. You breathe. You move on. The ritual tells your mind, you had your chance. You don't get to interrupt me all day. That simple shift starts to retrain your brain to stop sounding the alarm constantly. It starts to learn that you're in control now. Let's do another quick exercise to bring this home. Pick a time that works best for you. Maybe 6 p.m., after work, or before bed. That's your daily worry window. Set a timer on your phone for 10 minutes. During that time, write down anything that's bothering you. Don't censor it. Don't organize it. Just dump it out. And when the timer rings, close it. Walk away. Even if you didn't finish all your thoughts, especially if you didn't. That's the point. You're teaching your brain that it doesn't get 24/7 access to your peace. Try this for 1 week, just 7 days. You'll be shocked at how quickly your inner noise starts to quiet down. Not because your life magically changed, but because you stopped letting worry run the show on its own schedule. This isn't avoidance, it's discipline. And it's one of the most powerful tools you can give yourself. Because when you control the container, you control the chaos. Let's talk about something nobody warns you about when it comes to worry. It's not just in your head, it's in your body. You can't think your way out of worry if your nervous system is stuck in panic mode. You can repeat all the affirmations in the world, but if your chest is tight, your shoulders are tense, and your breath is shallow, your body is screaming one thing: we're not safe. And here's the thing, your brain listens to your body more than you realize. If your body is anxious, your thoughts follow. That's why sometimes the fastest way to calm your mind is not by talking to it, but by calming your body first. Worry puts your nervous system into fight or flight, as if you're being chased, even when you're just checking your email. And if you stay in that state too long, it becomes your default. You start living in survival mode, even when nothing is going wrong. But the good news is this: you can train your nervous system. Just like a muscle, You can teach it how to relax, reset, and return to safety. And it doesn't take hours, just a few simple signals. Let's do another quick exercise to show you how. Wherever you are right now, stop what you're doing. Sit or stand still. Now take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Count to 4. Hold it for 4. Then exhale gently through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do that 2 more times. Feel that? That's your nervous system switching gears. That breath pattern, longer exhale than inhale, is a cheat code. It tells your body, we're okay, and your mind listens. You can do this anytime, before a meeting, in traffic, while you're spiraling at 2 a.m. No one even has to know you're doing it. It's invisible, but it's powerful. And beyond breathing, here's what else helps train your system to chill. Cold showers, daily walks, stretching, laughing, even humming. These aren't random habits. They're nervous system resets. They remind your body that it's safe, and in turn, your mind gets quiet. The more you practice this, the faster your body learns to come back to center. You go from constantly reacting to calmly responding. This is what makes peace sustainable. It's not about eliminating stress from your life. That's impossible. It's about building a body that knows how to handle stress when it shows up. So don't just work on your thoughts, work on your state. Because once your body learns how to feel safe, worry doesn't stand a chance. You've made it to the end. But this is actually the beginning. By now, you've learned the truth about worry. That it's not a personality trait, not a life sentence. It's a habit, a mental reflex. And like any habit, it can be broken, replaced, rewired. You've seen how worry feeds on lies you believe, how it drains your power by obsessing over things you can't control, how it eats up your energy that could be used to move, act, build, breathe. And you've learned that the most powerful move isn't to fight your thoughts, but to take command of them. Strategically, intentionally, daily. This isn't about becoming some Zen master overnight. It's about starting. Catching the first thought, choosing the first action, claiming back one moment of peace, and building from there. The tools are now in your hands. You know how to challenge your thoughts. You know how to stop feeding the control illusion. You know how to redirect your energy. You know how to contain your worry with boundaries. And you know how to calm your body when your mind can't find the words. So the real question is this: will you apply it? Or will you go back to living in mental survival mode? You can't control everything, but you can control your focus. You can't predict the future, but you can move with purpose now. You can't erase every fearful thought, but you can stop bowing to them. Don't let this be something you just listened to. Let it be something that changed you. Start with one small move today. One breath. One written thought. One honest action. Because you weren't built to live in fear. You were built to lead yourself through it. This is how worry loses. Not with perfection, but with practice. Not all at once, but step by step. And not because the world got easier, but because you got stronger. Now go show your mind who's in charge.